Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
There we go. How's it going?
He's doing his usual messing with it before it starts. Anyway, hello.
I have made a boo-boo. I may have accidentally streamed to one of my other channels.
How's everybody doing?
Yep, how you all doing?
Right, before I start moaning about my charities, or what's the other bit it's called? Awkwardness? What is it? No.
Just going on about life's obstacles.
Life obstacles, there we go. I'm going to tell you what I've just been doing. I have just been wrapping some little prezzies up. And there I am.
Don't whisper.
Sorry, I've been wrapping up prezzies. I get the ironing board out and I do it on the ironing board because it's nice, firm and everything else. And there I am in my own little world, got the tally on, listening to bits and bobs, and my youngest son decides to hit my head with the inner tube of the wrapping paper. And you heard a nice clonk noise, the little bleeder. And he looked so proud of himself as he told his girlfriend that what he did. Because I went, Romy, he's not allowed a hug. He's banned for hugs. I don't know why. Oh, error.
Ignore it.
All right. So I don't know why I say that, because I said to her a while back, I said, right, he's horrible to me, Romy. Do not hug him. And then one day I sat there and I went, she's hugged him. And I sent her a message and went, you've hugged him, haven't you? That kind of sort of effect. You've hugged him. And then when she read the message, apparently she froze, Callum, so she looked mortified. And then I says, I don't know why I'm telling her not to hug him, because it's just wasting my time, because she's going to hug him. So I'm going to be cruel and hug him, because he hates having hugs off me. I chase him around the house to get a hug. And then when he starts bullying this one, because the young siblings do bully him a bit, the only way to stop him from bullying him is I chase him with a hug. And he's great, and he runs off screaming like a baby, doesn't he? Ah!
Yeah.
So, that's that fun. So, anything you want to say before I take completely over? Anybody got any questions out there? Any obstacles you had? I got loads, and they do my head in.
Tell us what holds you back. You know, what's been making things tougher for you to kind of reach your goal?
I have loads. I just get into a stage now, I'm giving up.
Or goals. You know, what's kind of stopping you from doing some of the things that are... Yeah.
Shall I tell them one of them what I tried to do?
Go on then.
Many years ago, I was trying to buy this pub. Because I thought, I'll buy this pub, I can get students, because it lives opposite the college. And I could get students in to play music, or get the kids that want to learn cooking to come in and cook in the kitchen and stuff like that. But no, I could never get it, and now it's turned into a shop.
Yeah,
another one. And so what I did is, obviously I became a town councillor, which you know I don't like to talk about me, because I like to say as a status as Angela. I don't like using the CLR unless I have to, if I'm fighting for a resident. Otherwise than that, I don't. And I thought, oh, this might help me get some stuff going on for the kids. So I went into the Stanford College and I spoke to them. And I said, I'd like to set up where the kids could go around the pubs and play to give them confidence, this, that and the other. Do you think it's ideal? Would you have words with the students, see if they like it? What do they think? Give me feedback. And you know, these things don't happen overnight and they are time consuming. So eventually she come out and she said, yeah, great, the students would love it, blah, 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 blah. So I went all around the towns. I went to the Art Centre, the Cornish Exchange, which is all over social media and papers at the moment. And they wanted to charge. Certain pubs and that wanted to charge if the kids played. And I turned around and I said, no, at the end of the day, if you get these kids in for free, to pay for free, because they're not a proper band, they're just going to get together and just bang out some music.
So the kids ain't making
money out of it.
Jesus.
No, it's building confidence. You know, give to the community, put back to the community.
Giving them a platform to play on.
Yeah, and you'll have people coming in through footfall, they call it. You come through the doors, and it could have a certain age on it, and ID for alcohol, no alcohol. You get your soft drinks sold or things like this. It's basically you're bringing in money in the pubs.
You bring in an audience in.
Yeah, and
That's where the places would make the money back.
Yeah. And I got turned down, and it's one Christmas. This is before we went into lockdown. And I finally, the Golden Fleece agreed to do it. And it was really, really nice. So then I go back to the college and I'm saying, Wednesday night, I'll come out with the dates, what I think, this, that, and the other. Great, the Golden Fleece was all for it. I go back to the Stanford College. Great, once a month. No, once a month or once a fortnight. And I turned around and I said, right, I said, I found somewhere the kids can play. And I'm willing to take some of the kids home, the ones that live out the area. And the lecturer, all of a sudden, the one who runs the music art side, said, oh no, we're not going to support it. Do you mean not going to support it? Well, we lecturers, we give enough of our time for the students. No, you don't. I know. You don't, so feed me. And this, and I said, well, let me use the amps. Oh no, I can't let you use the amps. This, and I was seething because a meeting before I had with her, she come out and she was talking to because one of her lecturers come in, and they stood at the reception, and you could tell that she was patronising me. And I thought, you're pacifying me, as in, yeah, go away, little child, we'll sort it out. And because I come back and actually found somewhere that would do it, she then did it. What annoys me is my time is precious. And if I'm giving up my time to support the kids, support the community, I don't expect to be patronised to. So then I was annoyed. So then I broke my neck, spoke to a bloke who does music, this, that and the other, because the town council said they were supporting by the amps, all blah, 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 blah. Really annoyed in one hand. And then we went into lockdown. And I was absolutely disheartened because I thought I'm making all this effort. For what? So then we went into lockdown. So since we've come out of lockdown, I haven't really bothered again since because I just cannot be bothered. So I was thinking of setting up a project as well, because I was the kids with a band, was getting children to fix bikes, because I feel there's a lack of support for the kids in the area. And I was going to get involved, and I was going to go around places, who no longer requires their bikes but need some work on it. I had words with the Free Church. The Free Church are all for it. That I'll get hold of these bikes, get it out once a month, get people to donate, brakes, stuff like that, things that the bikes need fixed, and get the kids in, fix the bikes, blah, 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 blah. And that way, once the child fixes the bike up, they go away and they've got a bike. And it builds up subconscious confidence, this and that. Because being a single parent, the nearest I could get at fixing a bike is pumping up a wheel. That's it. Anything else to do with bikes, I have no idea. I mean, thank God I've got YouTube now, because I'll go on YouTube and do it all that way. But back when you lot were young, we didn't have YouTube the same way.
Yeah.
And I just thought that would be nice, community spirit, this, that and the other. But then when I had that bloke who's gone complaint about me, and nobody's backed me up in town council by saying, one, she spoke to you as a person, not as a town.
The situation that happened that we talked about a while back.
Previous.
During one of the past
So because
complaints.
of that, that's put me off doing that, involving with the kids that way. So my other two projects that I wanted to do was one over in Spalding and another one to have a surgery in Stamford, as for the council, so the people, residents, can come in, say what the issue is, and I go, actually, that doesn't come under our umbrella, that comes under SKDC or LCC. Gives you details, I will pass them on to them. Because a lot of people are very confused on what town council do, what SKD do, and what LCC do, because we have 3 tiers. So I sort of put it through town council meeting in October. I wasn't there because I went to go and visit my sister. It went through. Great. I put on the paperwork the days, once a fortnight, on a Saturday, 10 till 1, in the shack. In the shack. Now I put it down the dates. So when I mentioned it, I go, oh, you got to rediscuss it in town council meetings. I thought, so deliberately stayed in Stanford Tuesday because I was going to go back to my sister's, but no. So I turned around and said, right, because you have to have all counsellors together, half of them as usual are missing. What we're going to do with this shack? Oh, we got passed through last month. Yeah, but what are going to be our arrangements? Oh no, it got all put through, and the meeting was shut down. I was shut down very quick, and off they went. So I then phoned up the town clerk on Friday. It's right, Oh, I had to speak to the news article, which I did. But then another one councillor came in behind me, and I think he obstructed it by saying don't print anything. I haven't picked up a paper to see if it was in the paper, but I think he's obstructed it by saying, oh no, it's not going to go ahead. So again, I feel like I've been what's the word, pacified?
I don't know what the term is.
It's where they go.
I know what you're referring to. I just don't know the term.
Pacified me, and I was quite annoyed because when I phoned the town clerk up on Friday saying what time am I best collecting the key to running the shack, we can't just let you do it, we need somebody else with you because of your safety. We've got these loonies out here in the world. And I turned around and said, well yeah, but I did send an email asking if who's coming on board with me. Did you not send one around? Oh, I haven't received that email. But then I put something else in that same email. So she has received it.
Something else in the email that she has mentioned. So it gives away that she did open the email. She did receive it.
So I'm sort of like going, oh right, now again, my time for free. And they say, oh, you need to discuss it, and then you need to do, and I'm like, do you know what? Why am I bothering? Seriously, why am I bothering? So I'm in the middle of just before I started wrapping, I was putting a letter together, an email, and at the end of it, I'm going to say, that's what I decided. They're the dates. That's the time. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, if nobody wants to come on board with me, it won't happen. And quite frankly, I don't now really care. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to write an article for the paper to have it and stuff. So, yeah, that's that one. Now, my other one that I've really was getting in there a few months about. I'm talking August, September time. Me and a friend of mine, we went over to Spalding. I've been phoning around places. I went there, did some researches where the churches are, where storage can be, this, that and the other. So I finally got a phone call back through some of the churches. They're interested, some of them aren't. Fair enough, that's their prerogative. And this one bloke said, yeah, really, really interested in this vicar. It's great, go over, view him, he shows me the church. We're absolutely amazed. It's brilliant, fantastic. Heart of the town of Spalding. Brilliant. So this, that and the other. And the bloke, his manager, after speaking to the vicar, reverend, whatever you want to call those who's in charge of the Methodist church, said, yeah, I need my own insurance. So I said, yeah, okay, then that's fine. I'll have to look into that. Now, I need sponsorships because I don't have the excess money today. So I need, and community business people should do it. So I went back end of September. I messaged the bloke saying, hello, I'm interested in that room. Can I come back and discuss it more and the days we're going to up and run it? And on our way there, we got hit by the railway traffic, Tellington. We got hit behind a tractor. We got hit by roadworks. My friend's saying, it's an omen. It's telling you not to go ahead with it. No. We've got to, I've got people messaging me from Spalding wanting my project to up and run. So I get there and I said to that bloke, I said, I'm 5 minutes away. I'm just parking up now because obviously I'm running late. And he reckoned he had to go to this place. Well, the place he went to, they've never heard of him because I spoke to them the other day. Never heard of the bloke. So again, lied. Freaking out liars I do. So, because I always catch you out. So don't bother lying to me because I always catch you out. So anyway, I speak to him, told him this, that and the other, we want that room, spoke to the dates, got to speak to the food bank. Yeah, that's fine, no problem. So in the meantime, I've been trying to set up a business account. Been rejected. Set up my email account. That's okay. Set up the business. Thought, right then, okay, then I registered it through the taxman. Registered the business through the taxman, which isn't easy to do because you can't set up as a charity because you need a bank. And you can't have a bank without the charity. So I thought, right, what I'll do it as self-employed for a couple of months, then set up the charity bank, inform the taxman, this, that and the other. So...
You say this, that and the other a lot.
Yeah, I know. Get the drift. So I did that and got hold of a Spalding Town Council's willing to support this insurance. Fine. But you can't help me out until after the 8th of December, because when you do elections, you're not allowed to help the community out 4 weeks before elections because it's classed as buying votes. So 4 weeks before elections you can't. So I have to wait another 4 weeks to get a sponsor of him, because another town councillor from Spalding isn't answering me. Doesn't want to know. Well, another one is. So I waited until after December, got a new quote on the insurance, exactly the same amount, just update the policy. I then phoned the gentleman up and said, great, is that room that I'm required, email, I need your phone number, I've lost it. Can I have, is that room ready for me to come and have it? Or do I need to prep for it ready? I get an email back saying, well, not just having the room, you then need to sign the paperwork. Then you need to discuss what days you're doing it on. Then you need to do this, this and this and have a DBS check, which I have anyway. And I just thought, I just emailed him back, because by now, this is coming in the middle of the week, I've already had a bad day Monday. It's taken me 6 weeks to get to put in for an exam. So I just turned around and I said, do you not want to help with this project or not? I haven't bothered. I haven't contacted him because I'm just know that I'll be so stroppy on him. And then that was Wednesday, and Friday I had this about me to open up a surgery, and I'm like, stuff it all, absolutely, completely stuff it, because I've wasted my time running around like a loony. I've wasted my time opening my mouth, and I'm just exhausted. I am completely exhausted, because I spoke to that bloke about the room. I've put it in black and white to the town council about the dates of the surgery and what time it is. And then I get, well, councillor so and so did it, her and this other person, and they didn't have anybody dropping in. That's fine. The 3 hours I sit there, if nobody drops in, I can get on with my college work or other things I need to do. And I'm just like, do you know what? Stuff it. I've got a friend who's saying, please get the project going still in Spalding. But get your course out of the way first now, and then look into it all. But I'm completely and utterly exhausted. It's a simple thing. I saw you at end of October. I gave you the date, told you the room I want, this, that and the other, and then you come back with this tish wash. So that week, when I told him, I was saying I'm coming to discuss the room with you, you would think you'd had the paperwork going, wouldn't you? So again, pacifying me. I'd rather somebody have the balls, and I won't use the word balls because it seems to be lacking.
You for the balls.
Yeah, well, you emphasise things sometimes, and just say no. Just use the word no, and I will be fine and walk away. But instead of going, yeah, and actually when it comes to it, you go, well, no, I don't really want to do it. So I'm just, as you can tell, brassed off.
And we're getting the earache for it.
Well, he was warned. You was warned. That's why you got 2 viewers.
Yeah. So, I've been sleep deprived all week. I've had a bit of a challenge and a half from Monday onwards. I mean, it's been going on for a few weeks now, but yeah, it's been tough. There's been arguments. There's been...
Not with me.
No.
Not with me.
But with, people who you thought you could trust. So, and kind of destroyed all of that. Well, I mean, you lost the trust ages ago. It's just everything's starting to come up now, and arguments are happening, and a lot of legal problems. So yeah, no, I'm a little lacking on sleep, so I'm very tired right now. what else? So yeah, because that was one big thing that was happening. It could have been really good. It could have gone really well if everything just went as I suggested. But because and honest, yeah. But because some people don't seem to take what I do seriously and stuff, it just kind of it went horribly wrong, horribly wrong, and yeah.
So if you could guess, we've had a right week. Well, we've had a couple of weeks of it, haven't we? And then it's just coming to a head. Everything is coming to a head. So.
And that's just the recent obstacles. I've got 10 years worth of obstacles that I'm still trying to catch up on. Education was my biggest obstacle. It set me back so much. So yeah, because I used to have Patreon supporters, and I used to do quite well and have this flow of just pushing stuff out like I've always wanted. And then when I'm going throughout school and throughout college and throughout uni, it's always slowed me down, pushed me back. I lost all the support I had, so I had to basically start from the bottom again. And everything I've been wanting to do for over 10 years is just it's been pushed further and further back, and it's just trying to catch up with it all, as well as dealing with all the new stuff that I need to get through.
Yeah, that was my mistake, wasn't it, really? Which I said to you on Monday when I come in, that was my mistake. I should have not. 2 things I should not have done this year, and it's... Well, I don't know, the first one, it's been a kind of a hiccup, but then it's done you a favour.
A little bit, yeah. So
in one hand, but...
So it's just because we had this this excitement of potentially working with people, and that kind of never happened. Like I've put a lot of effort.
Well, it's a
into
catch 22, isn't it? It's me. I like to support people, and I've got to stop.
And I keep telling her to stop.
And well, the first one, it was just a slow progress. The first one.
The first one I was never actually going to do originally.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. No, the first, because the person was hinting, and I knew they were hinting for me to do something, and it's like, I'm not going to do this for free for you. So no, it's just when you came up with an idea, a way around it. So in the end, I still kind of did the work for free, but it was meant to be worth it in the end. But then this other person's kind of not contributing, to the effort. So all the work was on me. So I took something on and put myself in debt for something that I'm struggling with. So it's a semi setback, but I've learned a new skill. Another one was like over a year of time wasting.
Well, we saw the bigger picture of it, didn't we? We didn't expect... The agreement was that they wanted to set up and then do it, and then you pay them cash in hand. And I says, no, you're not doing it that way. We're running a business. And I said, but if you did it this way, blah, 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 and I've spoken to her, it would have benefited her as much as you. But she decided to try and do something crafty and underhanded and sneaky and devious and don't. So because of that, it's just put us all into a clique. And
because they didn't take my offer at one point, I offered to help and manage these things, and they refused the offer, while also mocking me behind my back. I heard it all. But because they refused my offer, they then go and sign into something they shouldn't have, and done stuff they shouldn't have. So then I've now had to step in and intervene and try and cover my own back, because that's a liability I could have potentially had, a legal problem. So I've had to step in and be like, look, this is what's happening. This is what I want to know. I need this information. this is what I can provide. So it could potentially sabotage the entire thing, because people don't listen to me. I do this for a job. This is my business, and yet you don't listen to the professional. What other millions of setbacks have we had?
If she just did it honestly, 50-50, honestly,
They included me as well.
and done it properly, we wouldn't be in this pickle now. Because she was trying to be crafty and smart, and it backfired on her.
What other obstacles have we had to deal with?
Oh,
So
God,
many.
No, I don't know. I can't keep up this year. This year I've had enough.
I'm just on about not just this year, but just all the time.
All the time, trying to do something and stuff, and it's just. And I'm naughty because I just don't have the patience with people. I just turn around and say, seriously, that thing between your head, in your head, and between your ears, it's called a brain. Use it. So yeah. So as you can tell, this is a bit of a podcast. All the obstacles we've dealt with. Oh, dear, it's like moving at the beginning of the year, wasn't it? It's trying to get that sorted. That was a bloody nightmare. And stuff like that. It's like, oh, for God's sake. Well, no. If you don't do the paperwork now with the council, you've got the Easter break. They don't work for 2 weeks over Easter and Christmas. Oh, yeah. And then they come back to me and go, they don't work. No, I know. Told you that. That's what I said. Get the paperwork in now. Stop tossing about. Do you want the house? Do you not want the house? Get the paperwork in.
Yeah,
And then they didn't listen.
It's a bunch of moving things.
Yeah, and then
huge obstacles for that.
And then she thought she'd be clever by pulling out, and I went, that's the biggest mistake you did. Then she jumped back in, and then the other one then pulled out. Because obviously by then, people change their minds, they move fast. Oh, dear me.
Yeah,
and nobody seems to communicate, even. That does my head in.
We've had a hard time moving because of just these series of obstacles. We had one person pull out literally last minute, wasn't it? And that's because, we suspect that they wanted us to pay for their house repairs.
Over £300 worth of house repairs, and I went, no, I'm not willing to do that. The house was a dive anyway.
I kind of suspect, I'm semi-suspecting that they were going to trick you into paying for their repairs and then pull out.
Yeah, I know, and I wasn't willing. And I went by your gut, didn't I? I said, if your gut's saying that, I'm going by your gut. So...
And then...
I didn't pay any money out, because I'm not that daft.
And then, what is it, SKDC making moving awkward, aren't they?
Oh, God.
Because you found this nice house that's basically empty, that it's unoccupied and nothing's been done to it.
Well, they've done the major works to it, which needed doing, because it's got foundations issues, and it's been done because I spoke to the neighbour. And they just need some bits and bobs doing to it, and they've turned around and told me no. And I said, look, I can do some DIY, but I can see their
whole kitchen in our old house.
I know, but I can see their point of view on one hand, because if I let a house out before, they said they'd DIY it and never did, and then they ended up with bigger bill. So I can see the point of view on that score, but then on the other hand, so it's just been a tough year. It really has been a tough year.
Literally.
I mean, November last year, everything started going.
And we really need to get out of the house. Like, we cannot afford to live here. It is.
Cheers. Tell them about that.
Well, we can't. We're poor. That's it. Like, goddamn, bro. I'm literally look at my bank. It's just like, God, can I even afford to do these this year? Yeah, and we're poor. So, that's it. That's just how it is.
That reminds me, I've got to pay the council tax bill tomorrow.
Oh, God. Another thing to struggle with. Yeah, a lot of my stuff is also financial setbacks. Like, I wish I could just do more things if I could afford to, And that would help me jumpstart my bloody, what's it called? Business. If I could afford to.
Hey,
do
can we
things.
talk about something a bit positive now? Christmas is here next week.
Christmas next week.
I want Christmas stuff going behind. So yeah, this is a bit of a sad, isn't it? A bit of a sad podcast today.
It'll have to be something I'll have to work on Friday, because I'm planning on being busy tomorrow, if I can.
Are you advertising this or not?
in a minute. So I may be busy tomorrow, depending on responses. We're busy on Tuesday because I'm helping my sister, aren't I? Then I'm busy on Wednesday because helping
your sister again.
Helping her again.
The same one, because you've got your 2 sisters.
Yeah.
He has a baby sister. His younger brother has a big sister and a little sister.
Actually, I'll be free Thursday. I might try and do some stuff on Thursday. I haven't even got my pony posts ready yet.
Look how disheartened he looks.
It takes me hours to draw. I'm going to try and do some stuff tonight. I finished a lot of stuff I wanted to do the last few days, so I'm going to try and get on some drawings tonight. Ready for Tuesday and Thursday.
Right, are you going to talk about this thing? And as nobody's come up with anything to talk to us back, because nobody's listening.
Yeah.
But hopefully they watch it on a catch-up.
So I've been asked...
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, but don't put it up yet.
I'm not going to.
I've been asked to do a very interesting task recently. And I thought it wasn't going to work. I was very nervous it wasn't going to work. I did state, I was like, this may not work. Like, very likely it won't work. Turns out I stand corrected, I guess, because I was being very slow with it and very patient and very cautious.
And it will be going up on the webpage soon.
I'll be posting on social media.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I worked on this. I printed a tiny t-shirt.
Yeah.
With a very tiny design.
And of course this bloke, he's British and his girlfriend's Sri Lanka. And it says, Merry Christmas, my babes.
So yeah, I've done that recently. It's very small, very tiny. It's for a teddy bear.
And then...
Probably names.
Oh, okay, then let me just...
Nah, it's fine. You don't need to show the back. Okay. And you still did anyway.
Yeah, but I covered the names up. I use my little fingers, because look at that. Look how tiny that is. Isn't that cool?
But yeah, so I did that. I printed a tiny shirt, which I thought wasn't going to work out, but it turns out it did.
Yeah, but I like the flag at the back. That's why I did it, you see, because I was trying to show you. It's shaped in a heart, but I can't show you that because the names are in the hearts. But yeah, it's got another little flag at the back.
On the front is the 2 countries with the flags on it, and
yeah,
how
that's
it like
nice.
Fades out.
Do it again.
You don't need to do the back.
I've got to
For
look.
God's sake!
I like
Stop
it.
it!
See, every time I'm proud. Do you know what? I don't know why I'm proud for my kids because I just.
No, you showed the front right. That was good enough. You didn't need to keep pushing
But
it.
it's slightly different. It's nice though.
It's a heart.
It doesn't matter. It's nice.
It's literally the exact same heart as that one.
Oh, I didn't see,
Oh,
see it in there. Oh, sorry. Okay, so look, there. There it is. One back. Ready? Got my face coming in. There we go. There we go. I can't help it if I'm proud of you all. Do you know what? I shouldn't be TT proud,
parents,
should I?
when you ask them to keep a certain something discreet, I can't help if I'm proud of you all. You're not the first parent to do that, you know.
Well, do you know, I don't know why I bother. I broke my neck trying to sort out your younger brother.
I asked if you... No, you showed the front bit,
and then
which is literally the main thing. I just asked you not to do the back because of the names, and when you're covering it with your fingers, you're basically covering half the picture anyway.
Yeah,
so
well, I didn't realise you got the heart there because I never probably examined it.
Okay.
But when I showed my friend, I said, "Look how beautiful that is."
You showed the front. That was all that needed.
See, can you hear us gobbling?
Yeah, because she just didn't follow a simple instruction.
Do you know what? It's crap. It's rubbish. It's a pain in the
You don't
arse.
need to do the next extreme. It doesn't have to be one extreme to the next. Literally, oh yeah, look at this nice tiny t-shirt that's been made. Hey, isn't that nice? Yeah? Simple as that. And that's enough to show that you're proud. That's literally enough. But yes, it's a teddy bear t-shirt. So I printed that. It worked out. It's successful. So that might be something I'll also do in the future. For more stuff. I'll be very nervous every time I do it, but... yeah, teddy t-shirts.
I think it'd be cool. I really do. I think that might hit it off better than anything else.
Teddy tees.
Yeah.
It's official. It's trademarked. I said it first.
Teddy tease.
Teddy tease.
There you go. See?
So yeah.
I can't help it. I should stop being proud of you all. I should
No,
just go,
no, you didn't have to
walk
stop.
away and go,
You didn't have to
well
stop
done.
being proud altogether just because I asked you not to push it.
Them parents that are horrible to the kids and go, oh yeah, is that it? Is that what you got to do? Oh yeah, that's great.
Okay, but look, literally, right? All I said, just don't show the back. You can still be proud and still be like, hey, look at this nice design. He also did a design on the back, but we can't show it because it's got names on it. And that was just, it doesn't have to be, just because I said, hey, can you not show that because that bit needs to be kept discreet. Instead, it's like, oh, okay, then I would just never be proud of you then. That's how it is. Literally, do you want to know who was like that? My ex. Literally, I ask her, oh, don't do this. So it's like, oh, okay, then I just won't bother whatsoever. Just won't say anything. Just won't talk.
Oh no, I've got to talk.
What is up with you?
I got to talk.
You stress me out.
I can't not talk. That would kill me not talking.
You stress me out.
When I had Ted syndrome, it hurt me not to talk and
Could have
smile.
ended on a nice note.
What? What are you mentioning at now?
You. Could have ended on a nice note and you have to push it. Anyway, small t-shirts. Everything's tough. There's so many obstacles.
Life's a bitch. Then you marry one.
Everything is tough. I'm tired and very, very, very sleep deprived. So, yeah. And I did a small t-shirt. So, that's a fun experiment.
And I've had a good whinge.
Even though I've got like a big screen there, I'm also looking over there as a habit. Because that's where my other screen is.
I know.
So, yeah, I think that'll do it for today. That was fun, I guess.
I guess. It sounds fed up, doesn't he?
I'm fed up.
Oh, that's it for today. I guess.
Cool. Anyway, huge thanks to Patreon supporters. So we got Caino, L, Nggyunglydngraady, Pitybug, Scary Mary, the Furious 5. Help support the channel, patreon.com/Mindstorm Productions. And your contribution will help tackle some of the obstacles.
You should do one. Shall we gag Auntie Ange one day? Get so many. If we can get 10 people to sponsor us to gag me. So I'll sit here with my mouth shut.
Oh, you could have used a different word, for the love of God. For the love of God, mother. A different word.
Anyway.
You said tape your mouth or something. Christ.
Yep. Tape your mouth then. Used to be at school and you used to get a mouth tape. You have to go like that. Because when the teacher rips it off, your lips ripped at the same time as well.
Check out the website, mindstormproductions.co.uk. I'll be updating the website eventually when I find time to add more stuff to it. So yeah, and follow me on Twitter. I wouldn't dare follow this one, Christ. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, don't do me on Twitter. I
active.
don't do technology.
Okay, that'll be all. Bye.
See you later.
Push a button. Bye.
See you next week. Where are we? End.
Saying that it feels right.